evening. It is a great evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me say, folks, it has been a different type of day. Actually, it's been a busy type of day, and Roman is first. It's been a busy type of day for myself, and actually, I had the opportunity to go to Matamoros, Tamaulipas, and do a little bit of work in Matamoros. It's crazy to me. No weddings, and did a little bit of work and had a good little meal. I had some gorditas, de de manitas or patitas. Manitas, I think it's manitas. Uh, Pork stuff, patitas de marranito. Amazing. Also had I think it's a taco de chicharrón prensado. Yum. Great food in Matamoros, Tamaulipas. So I had that. Uh, it was a great afternoon. Got to spend some time with Papa, and again did a little bit of work, so that helped out as well. I come back and I had a conversation with family, and we're all excited and stuff, and all happy and all just giggling and joking around. It's kind of fun. It was a good afternoon. Then this evening, I had the opportunity to have supper. I always get confused between supper and dinner. Supper and dinner. For me, supper is like la cena, but a lot of times people call it dinner. I think I just said dinner. Yeah, supper and dinner. I think like they're sometimes used like interchangeably. Supper, dinner, something like that. I've heard some people as they call lunch dinner. I guess it. Dile a mi esposa que ya no me regañe. Ya me deja mi amigo Eduardo en paz, por favor. I love Eduardo. I think I think Eduardo likes me too. So I don't know which is which. Is it supper? Is it dinner? Does anyone know why supper, dinner, supper? Uh, and the reason that I call supper cena is because of church, Lord's Supper. The Lord's Supper is la mesa, la cena del Señor. If you know a little bit about church, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me say one of the reasons why I was fluttering before coming on the show is because I got to thank you, Erasmo. Her demeanor changed. Treat Eduardo bien, por favor. I'll be watching. Not like stalkerish watching. Is this the reason I was fluttering right before I came on? Because I was watching, seeing the last episode of the series that I was watching. I was actually watching Midnight Mass. Has anyone seen Midnight Mass on Netflix? It's kind of trippy. But it's the kind of show, guys. And if you haven't had the chance to see it, go see it. I'm not going to tell you the precedent on it or what transpires on it. It's kind of, it's kind of like, but let me say, there's a lot of little sections in the series when they start talking to each other, the people that actually they share a pretty cool message, and it's a pretty good show. I kind of liked a lot of the hymns that were well, it's called Midnight Mass, so it's got to have hymns in it. A lot of the hymns are a lot of the hymns that I sing at church, so that was kind of cool. And I just stopped watching it a couple of seconds ago. Midnight Mass. Midnight Mass. If you haven't seen it, take a look at it. Daniel Rodriguez, my man, let me know when you're going to be able to come on. I know that you got busy on Saturday, which is okay, cool. Let me get through the messages. We're waiting to see if a couple of folk join on. Actually, I had sent a link today to Jessica Puente Bradshaw and Roman Perez. We'll see if anyone decides to show up today. It's okay. It happens. Good evening. Good evening. I'm so sad. They released Jalen Smith and still need to pay him $7.2 million. Well, yeah, I can see how that could hurt you. Yeah. Luis is one of those people that go out there and say, "Ganamos! Ganamos! Pitada! Pitada!" The team won. I don't think you're going to hurt anything, any which way, because they need to pay him $7.2 million. I think you'll be okay. Woo! Hit that smash button. Woo! Yeah, I got 30 people on YouTube. Only 11 people, 12 people have hit those buttons. Please, guys, hit those. Please, if you're on YouTube, even if you don't like me, hit that like button. It gives me cash. Hola, hola, Penguin. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Tomorrow is going to be a day for Erasmo. I'm confident. I'm praying. Erasmo, dile a mi esposa, Eduardo, ya hablé con ella. Ya no quiero que me traten mal a mi Eduardo. We're like this. I'll be watching. Not through the window this time. Only last time. Same thing. Is it supper and dinner? Same thing? Erasmo, buenas noches, Luis Mario. Hermoso. ¿Cómo estás? I'm trying to figure out what that is that you have on your profile pic. It looks kind of cool. Amanda, hermosa, hermosa. Oh my gosh. Too beautiful. Ate breakfast. No. Hey, Erasmo, let's go shooting Friday. I'm free. I will shoot a lot of... Yes. Let's go Friday. Let's do... I actually don't have any weddings. Let's do lunch, James, on Friday. Let me know if you can, and then we'll go do some shooting. Thank you, Erasmo. Her demeanor changed. Good. Alfonso, mama, and evening. Good evening. We're going to do a little bit of Mayor Brownsville talk. We're going to do a little bit of Binguina talk, and then we're going to crash out. Good evening. Good evening. God bless you. God bless you. Love y'all. Alina, hermosa, hermosa. Daniel, mama, and let me know when you can come on, Daniel. Daniel was supposed to be with us on Saturday, but again, I understand. We're going to do a little bit of talking. I'm going to try to explain really quick a lot of the things that I think are transpiring or happening, something that I shared on my page, and I think it's going to be interesting. Merienda. Merienda is like a snack, no, Luis Mario? Un snack. Guys, I talking about cena. I had cena at Taco Libre. It's on that little plaza where Más Natural is at, where Feldman's is at. I think if I say Feldman's, a lot of y'all are going to understand. Well, I'm sure it's going to understand. Feldman's on Paredes Line Road, right in back of that placita. 8 o'clock breakfast, 12 o'clock lunch, 4 o'clock dinner, 8 o'clock supper. I don't think it's for dinner at 4 o'clock. Is that like for viejitos or something? Supper is informal. Dinner is more formal. Both are meals in the evening. Could be. I don't know. I've been hearing the city manager didn't resign and he's still working. Is that true? Yeah, he hasn't resigned yet. The one in Harlingen got booted. Good evening. A peppermint tea, hermosa flour tortillas. Warm, small, water, large, shortening. Dissolve the water in warm water. Roll the tortillas, medium. Okay. Cooking show. Good evening. A cat. Thank you for the $4.99. I call my lunch dinner. It all depends if you're a night owl or morning bird. I'm a late night owl. Wow. Great flick. Reminds me of this side, the angel. You saw it? Yeah, don't give out the premise. Let people watch it. Midnight Mass. It's kind of cool. Why would you use lard in shortening? I think lard is good. No? Saw veterans high school pics and no pinguina in them. Good eating. Are you going to the SpaceX event? Probably not. I do not go to any events unless I am formally invited and I am going to speak. Erika hermosa, Erika hermosa. Good evening. Hello. Remember, she wasn't at Veterans, but she was at an event that BISD posted about at the Glass Palace. So I guess she can still be a part of the board, but maybe not at schools. We'll see. Tomorrow should be an interesting day. Hello. Oh, my mom just told me that Midnight Mass is about. I don't know about what it's. She told me what it's about. I don't know about watching it. It's kind of cool. I mean, the time that they spend talking to each other, I think that's priceless. Do you think that old man is going to vote for R. Brown for mayor? The Brown Becker. Let me say, I didn't think that the comment was racist in any way, shape, or form. When your last name is Brown, you are allotted a little bit of leeway in regards to how to use your name. I thought it was genius. Woo! Let me get through the comments. I just started watching Midnight Mass, and so far it's good. It's pretty cool. Again, check out the period of time that they spend talking to each other. That's a pretty cool. I kind of like that. Buenas noches, tío hermoso. Saludos, papá. ¿Cómo te quiero? Hey, JB Garcia. Wow. I like that picture. Thank you so much, Cat. $4.99. Thank you, Mom. Merienda is like 4 o'clock snack. Like pandu. That's merienda. That's what I call merienda. Good evening. Handsome. That's me. Thank you, man. I love you. Door part will come in by early next week. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Midnight Mass. Where? Netflix. Yes, 100%. Guys, let's do a little bit about Brownsville talk. And we got Roman Perez with us tonight.
Hey, what's up, dude?
How you doing?
Like, you didn't send it to my phone, so you made me have to log into Facebook to be able to get this stupid link. What the hell, dude?
Who logs on to Facebook?
I had to log on to Facebook because I don't have Facebook Messenger on my phone. So I had to, like, get on my computer and log in and check for your freaking message. Because you didn't send it to my phone like you always do.
I leave my page always open.
I know, but the link, the StreamYard link.
Why wouldn't you keep your page open?
Well, because I don't have Facebook Messenger on my phone, and I'd never want to have. I'm not like you having my computer on all the time. Hell no.
All the time.
I don't. That just wastes too much electricity. I'm an environmentalist. I'm concerned about the climate. Our mayor is concerned about the climate and mosquitoes. I don't know if you saw that. You did. You posted it. You commented that he's worried about climate change and mosquitoes now. So
he's becoming a mega super liberal socialist.
Absolutely. I'm afraid to call him a communist at this point, but he's so far. Somebody created a fake profile to look like me. Well, I don't wear suits, so
I think I thought that looked more like Lavender. I love you, Lavender.
Who's Lavender? Oh, gave you money. Somebody gave you money again?
Of course. I thought that looked more like like the mayor, but I guess Mayor.
No, I don't know who you're talking to. Please, I know. Leave me alone.
Please don't pick on Roman anymore.
It doesn't really matter at this point. I don't care. Sorry, I'm cleaning something from my eye. Tengo lagaña. Like, have you ever had lagaña like really bad in your eye? Stop your stupid laugh. Your laugh isn't even funny.
I'm Tucker Carlson of Brownsville.
Oh God! First you're Trump and now you're Tucker Carlson. Well, hey, Tucker Carlson talked for like 15 minutes about all those domestic terrorists that we have as parents around here. Are you a domestic terrorist now?
I like Carl. No, I used to like Carl Tucker when he had a bow tie. Must be midnight mass time. No, wait till after the show.
Hey, I haven't seen that show. Is it any good?
I liked it.
Really?
Oh! Thank you, Lavender Flower. Love you. It's kind of like Catholic-ish, Protestant-ish, so you might not like it. That old man was some dark issue in his life. A lot of people kiss up to him, and everyone praise him, but a clean whistle, he's not. Oh!
Are we still talking about Dr. Z?
People are. Good evening. A traveling man, a Lucy, hermosa, a Lucy. Roman, you have made the show a bit quieter.
Oh, I love you too, Peppermint Patty. Yeah.
What is the word with a BISD mean? I didn't watch it. I was watching Midnight Mass.
Wasn't there supposed to be people commenting during public comment about the mask mandates today? I had heard rumblings about that. So I don't know if that actually happened. Anybody see that? I got a message from Emilio Becerra, I think his last name.
Barrera.
And he asked me, Barrera, sorry. And I asked him if he asked me if I seen the city commission meeting. I hadn't. So I wasn't watching maybe the first hour of the city commission meeting. That's what I was watching.
I was watching Midnight Mass. Damn good.
Really that good.
Guys, 49 people on YouTube and only 21 people have liked it. Guys, like that sucker page, please, guys.
Why?
Because it makes me money.
Okay.
3 unlikes. It was me never show you actually live from gym. It's okay, wow. Guys. Even if you dislike the page, it still makes me money. So I don't care. Like or dislike, I'm okay with it. Just do it one time with a microphone.
Ugh, what are you talking? Sam, calm down, dude. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, that's what you wanted me to do. Oh, you went seriously. I'm gonna have to like get pictures of every single radio host. Ever heard of Rush Limbaugh, dude?
What's a Limbaugh?
Oh, shut up. Seriously, gross, dude. Like you probably go home and you. Oh God, that's disgusting. I don't want to see that, dude. I can't unsee that, dude. I want to cover my eyes at this point.
Oh my God. Roman is gonna be a good show.
Oh God. Hey Frank, doesn't he have a show tomorrow morning? Like, should you be in bed to wake up for your like 6 o'clock? How early is the show? Dude, yeah. Now you have it on your eye. Dude, do you like that shit on your eye or something? Oh, sorry, I forgot I curse.
Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of the show like this, guys. Is that okay?
You might. Yeah, that's okay. You're just gonna make me laugh the whole time. Gross.
If the Americans concerned about climate change, would the city have a modern recycling center?
Oh,
I think recycling is one of the last things on their mind. But yeah.
Well, Lolita, that's a good point.
The mayor is talking about global warming and all this other stuff. He doesn't realize he's a very small fish. There's so much childhood poverty and obesity here that I think Rose Gowan took care of diabetes.
Yeah, obesity is gone. Nobody's ever fat, not even her. Hey, Kat.
But James, James is out there showing off those cuadritos.
Yeah, no, obesity is over. Diabetes is over. Nobody has it.
James has
heart disease done.
Obesity.
She talked about cancer. Okay, she talked about cancer today a little bit in terms of the
gross
ethics commission. Gross gas. I know.
Oh my God, Erasmo, I will never see that microphone the same.
What does he do with it at home?
I don't know.
It's okay. It's just fine. I'll be nice to Frankie. Frankie, be nice to me.
Better watch out cursing. That old fart will call you a racist.
Dr. Z knows that.
Frankie shows at 7 a.m. Good morning, Browns. Will like, subscribe, follow.
Okay.
And is that what they call golf?
Oh. Seriously, this is what you do. You see, it's not even after 9 o'clock.
Frankie's morning show is awesome.
You know, I actually haven't seen one, Kat. I'm just giving a hard time. I have yet to see one. I'm just joking with him. Maybe I'll wake up early and I'll see one. Oh, hey, Jessica.
We got Jessica put the brunch on with us tonight. How's it going, Jessica?
So behave with the microphone.
That's why I wanted to make sure I did the microphone dirties right before we brought Jessica on.
Funny. Yeah.
Well, guys, let me share something that I found out, and then we'll go into the land grab of Mayor Mendez and the city commission and the Limas people and all those other people on those boards and committees, Sampayos, Cowens, everyone. Let me share something. One of the things that I shared today, and I actually got it from Jessica's post, where she shared one of my posts. And we share each other's posts.
Okay, I don't understand, but okay, explain.
And let me share, guys, real quick, and then we'll discuss amongst ourselves. This is what I had posted when we discovered that Mayor Mendez was trying to siphon $200,000 from the city of Brownsville, guys. You know, Urban 8 properties, and we come to find out it's an LLC. We're on the same page on that one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, out there talking about LLC, and we find out the company is 3 months old, has no income whatsoever. It was just formed in order to buy this property. So this property is bought from an elderly lady who speaks no English. We'll get more details in regards to that soon because the family is pretty upset. But Urban 8 Properties then goes out there and requests $200,000 from BCIC.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think I can't remember who made mention of it, but on the other requests, people put their name actually requesting money from BCIC. And this was the only group that, had to place Urban 8 on there in order to maybe probably hide or mask the names of the individuals who are actually the owners and now asking for money that should go to business here in the city of Brownsville. I know a lot of businesses here, Jessica and Roman, that have been in existence more than 3 months. And, could probably use some of that $200,000. But the mayor and Ramiro Gonzalez, former employee, former office staff of the city manager, who had access to Elon Musk funds and Elon Musk Foundation, as a cushy little deal for them. So I got a little bit on the curious side once this showed up on Jessica's page that was shared by a mutual friend. Sure. I know I'm just kind of slow on this. Frankie used to be pretty good on this. Whenever I liked him. I mean, whenever he would come on.
Oh.
Well, crap. I don't have it up. Yeah, no, here it is. Here it is. This one was shared, I think, by Rualcaba.
Mm-hmm.
And what it states is that Mayor Trey Mendez received $15,000 again from BCIC.
Lovely.
And I think this money was received earlier on. But what caught my attention, guys, is Victura Properties. Why another property company? Is this owned by Trey Mendez? So I did a little bit of research, and I come to find out that Mayor Mendez is actually owner of Victura Properties.
But by the way, did you notice there that it said Trey Mendez / Victoria Properties, and the other one didn't have
no
Trey Mendez / whatever /
no name?
Yeah.
So they tried to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
So I come to find out that, sure enough, Victoria Properties LLC is owned by Trey Mendez.
Oh,
but I also find this one, Las Ruinas Management LLC, another property company owned by
Our mayor?
Juan Mendez.
But it doesn't say Urban 8 though. That's odd.
Well, these are the older ones.
Okay.
Urban 8 is the newest one.
So they haven't updated this one. So this Buzz file hasn't updated it. With
yeah,
no. So what's happening when you can own different properties, you can own as many properties as you want. And what a lot of people do that are in real estate or that manage properties or handle, purchases of properties will create an LLC to manage that one property. That way, that one property is in and of itself. And that way, they just are all owned by different LLCs. So every time you want to have a property and not have any liability that would necessarily target that property, if you don't want that liability to bounce onto other properties, then that's why you separate them out with LLC. Well, that's what he's doing.
Yeah,
I get that. I can understand that. My concern was going back into Urban 8.
Okay.
Because now, remember, Mayor Mendez is asking for money, hiding his name using Urban 8. My question is, has he asked for other monies with Las Ruinas and Victoria? Well, Victoria's, we know that he has because he got $15,000 through Victoria's. Now, both those managing companies are based on the same address.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, how many other LLCs are out there that the mayor has used to mask the amounts of monies that he's received? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
From
Yes.
BCIC or from any other grants out there to try and keep that away from the public? Because let me tell y'all guys, I don't know if y'all knew this, But when I confronted the mayor because I stated that he had received money from from grants from that should have gone, they were coming from the city of Brownsville, he blatantly stated no, he had not received any monies. That's when the $15,000 came out. He goes, and then boom, the conversation ended. So my question is, has the other companies also requested monies from BCIC?
Mm-hmm.
It's a fair question, no?
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, what other? We have other people that do businesses downtown. You've been saying that many members of the commission do that already. How many of them have LLCs that are doing this, hiding as well? Have you looked into those? Has anybody looked into those?
Well, again, part of the problem is we don't have that much access to a lot of the financials for a lot of these people unless they request money from the city of Brownsville. But we'd have to literally go back and dig. And I'm hoping that that's one of the things that the district attorney is now interested in doing. So, district attorney, if you're listening or if your people are listening, I've found at least 3 so far, LLCs, companies that are being used to ask for monies.
Like, you could probably go and check every single check that's been sent out by BCIC and then cross-reference those particular companies, maybe going back 2 years. And how much money has BCIC really doled out when most of that money is already pre-spent with debt for debt? You know, I don't think it would be that too difficult, would it, to do that? Or no?
I honestly, I just don't know, because one of the things that is very one of the things that I'm expecting, and just to let everyone know, and to let the mayor know, I did submit an open records request right after watching Midnight Mass, which is amazing. I just watched it on Netflix. So after I watched Midnight Mass, I did get on my phone and I submitted an open records request to see what monies had been received by these 3 entities: Urban 8, Las Ruinas, and Victoria, whatever, Victoria's Secrets or something. What it's called. Forgot the name.
Victura.
What?
Properties.
So
Victura.
I requested an open records request. Let's find out how much money they've gotten from GBEC. It's a fair request.
I don't know if you'll be able to get all that, though.
Well,
if you're asking specifically for him.
Well, part of the problem is, again, my concern is, I think that I'm going to get, we need to submit it to Attorney General opinion, which is then going to take like 2, 3, 4 months, 6 months to come back to us. Jessica, what's your take on the mayor's land grab? And look, I don't care about the land grab. You know, at the end of the day, I'm going to let the families fight that. What pisses me off, Jessica, is the holier than thou attitude. Like, I'm doing no wrong, while he's taking money that could go to business that actually needs it out there, struggling.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. I wish I had a screenshot. A while back, Erasmo, I would say maybe 4 months ago or so, you posted something similar to this about the big grants. And I remember that the thread kept going down. And someone that, and I wish I remembered her name, who is part of the committee that looks at the applications and they approve the applications, was on your thread as well. And I remember going back and forth with this lady. It was a woman. And you were also going back and forth, and other people were going back and forth with her. And the question that we were having even at the time was that, hey, where's all this money going? Hey, Frankie. And she said, well, every application is approved and we look at it. And I remember that we were talking about the mayor at the time, and it just kind of got touched on because you even mentioned it. So you've been screaming it, pero hasta ahorita, ¿verdad? Agarra, it gets traction. So I remember going to that lady, and I went back to the big grants because I had no idea. And I remember looking at the page, and it had application deadline of like 2019. And this was like 4 months ago at Erasmo. And I put on the thing and I said, excuse me, ma'am, do you think that this is okay that you have the wrong application deadline on your website? And she said, well, it's not my responsibility. She typed, it's not my responsibility. If people have any questions or concerns, they can always call. They can call the office and check. And I told and I just basically said, you know, this isn't a good way to reach out to the public, because most people will go to the website, and when they see, did you need to pass peanut? Oh, and when they
Okay, what was that for?
And then and when they go to the website and they see that the deadline is passed, they're not going to call, they're not going to bother. Very few people are going to check. And I remember that I got in a one-on-one with Minerva Peña, and I was mentioning this to a group, and she was there with the group, and you know, she told me, she said, so what are you saying, Jessica, that people need to have everything handed to them? And I thought, what's wrong with people? This is a city website, which should be up to date. This is not about handing anything to anyone. It looks very fishy when you have a 2019 deadline, yet it's 2021, and you're still handing out money that everyone thinks is gone, because it happens. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about other individuals who go and they apply, who have businesses downtown, and they're not able to get their applications approved. They don't get any money. Heck, I've even been down there and asking for $600. $600. They had grants for, Preservation Matters, $600. De un día al otro, ya se había acabado el dinero, Erasmo.
It's crazy.
Pero ellos sí, you know, go for it, you know. It's like they have a little spot on that table just for those applicants. Let's go through them first, approve them first, and then if there's anything left over, we might pass it along. The question is, too, there are lots of names that are floating around of individuals who are doing all kinds of deals. How many individuals are part of this LLC? Because in an LLC, you have managing members many times. Just because Juan Trey Mendez's name is the one on there doesn't mean that he's the only one that is benefiting from this.
Well, let me say, I'm concerned. Like I was talking to some business owners here on Alton Glory today. I'm concerned because, look, at the end of the day, all I want, Jessica, Roman, I want everyone in the city of Brownsville to have equal opportunity, you know, to benefit from the grants and the monies that come in to the city of Brownsville. But what happens, Jessica, is that these guys up here in these boards and committees who are handpicked, you know that they're handpicked by the mayor and by the city commissioners, they ultimately just give themselves the money. And let me tell you, if it wasn't for the fact that District Attorney Luis Saenz was out there at the meeting because he wanted, to make his presence known and felt. Let me say, if it wasn't for that, this guy Limas would not have abstained from voting for a matter that he knew he was going to benefit from, because that's all they do. They just benefit their buddies and their friends, and they're now that they're their neighbors, and I'm going to lease a piece of property for them, and then they lease from me, and then I file an application and I ask for more money because anyway I'm going to vote on it. And the only reason he didn't vote on it was because Luis Saenz was there and he abstained. My question, District Attorney or District Attorney staff, whichever is watching tonight, because they always do, my question is, how many more of those deals have they done under our nose without us knowing? Who's going to go out there and hold them accountable? Someone needs to. Look, at the end of the day, and I said on your post, Jessica, I said on Romans, I've been screaming about this for years. For years, I've been consistent. The ones that are eating our lunch are the boards and the committees who are handpicked by these people. Why else, Jessica, Rowan, why else would these people be there for 20, 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, in 20, 30 years, we haven't had any other people in the city of Brownsville who are qualified or could give input in regards to what should be happening with the monies that belong to the people of Brownsville?
Exactly.
Why is it always the same people?
Erasmo, $17 million. I put the link on there. I don't know if it'll come up. Over $17 million in private capital towards downtown revitalization. On September, this is the applications, I guess, for September. This is in September. According to this, on 10/31/2021. Is that October 2021?
That's this month.
Well, yeah. Why is it? It says McNair and Company, 504 McNair Family Drive. They get $7,000. And
why are they always getting everything?
Aquí dice, in March, February 28th, 2022, 1848 barbecue. They're going to get $30,000.
Well, let me tell you about the barbecue place. Michael Limas and those people. This came out on one of the posts from someone on Juan Montoya's blog.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Limas and the little group out there.
Yeah.
They voted to extend the historical district.
Right.
So
yeah, and all the way to Palm Boulevard, and that's not even the historical district. None of that should be historical.
All the way to
Only to
Ebony.
Okay.
Yeah, but they did it.
Ebony.
But they did it because they wanted their buddies to get the money.
Yeah, because of 1848, right? The barbecue place that used to be owned by the former mayor.
Yes.
Mm.
And again, guys, is this? I mean, do we need more proof that they're trying to bleed the city dry? Why not move the historical line all the way to Alton Glore?
Erasmo, these, and I talked about it during the campaign. This is what's happening. And I'm not going to mention names, but the fact of the matter remains that there are other historical areas in Brownsville. Southmost, the neighborhood of Southmost being one of them, that could easily qualify for many of these grants. Rio Viejo, I get it, Rio Viejo. Los Ebanos subdivision. Martin, precinct 15, I don't know what that neighborhood is called, Roman, you might know. All of that, Martin, los little casitas de madera que están ahí, big portions of VICC. And, we can all sit here and say, VICC, they don't need the money. Rio Viejo doesn't need the money. It's not about that. It's the fact that the people of Southmost, over by Martin Elementary, and you know what? There are people who are elderly who live here in my neighborhood, even if it is Los Ebanos subdivision.
Erasmo, do you mind?
Hold on, Roman, who could benefit from this money, but they don't. Why do they not do it? Because that means that they would be giving people, middle class and lower, money to repair their homes, and then the city wouldn't be able to tax them at the same rate that they're taxing them now. So it's not okay because they want their money. They want the money from the homeowners, pero ellos sí, no, I don't want to pay taxes on it. I want to get all kinds of grants and stuff. That's not fair.
I mean, honestly, guys, look, they don't pay taxes. And then they get every single grant that's allotted to the city of Brownsville because they control the people that are on these boards and committees anyway. Yeah. So
they put yes men and yes women in there.
And they'll extend the borders to encompass anyone and everyone they want to get a benefit.
It seems like it.
Well, no, it happens.
Well, yeah, it seems like it, but I mean, I don't know if they're going to go all the way to Alton Glore, but I know what you're trying to say. It just makes no sense for them to have put 1848 in that particular zone. I don't know what's historical about Palm Boulevard, unless maybe that sign that you go into Palm Boulevard is saying is historic Brownsville or historic downtown Brownsville going into there. I have no idea. What?
Sorry. The stack of rocks on Ringgold and Palm Boulevard where there used to be a lantern there and whatnot. That's historical there. So I guess. Yeah. Victura Properties LLC, $80,000. That was on 12/1/21. I don't understand these dates.
Mm-hmm.
That's this year, ¿verdad? Is that when he gets the money?
January 12th?
December 1st, 2021?
Or maybe it's January 12th. Maybe it's inverted.
Dice aquí 12/1/2021. No, I don't think so. It's not inverted. Ostrich LLC. I don't know who that is, but they come from 1107 East Washington Street, $122,000. That's March of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Next year. Come Dream, Come Build. You know who they are. So they get $100,000. Solaris Management. So I guess they're going to get $100,000 to fix their building. Solaris Management Solutions, 754 East Levy Street, $200,000. Brick Box LLC on Adam Street, $200,000 coming up.
And where is this information, Jessica, so that we can all know where it is?
This I sent the link. You can go to. I'll send it over to you.
Well, no, I'm just saying so that everybody. I'll say it so everybody can know what you're talking about.
Let me go ahead and find it, and I will let everybody know exactly.
I'll read it for them. If you go to brownsvilleedc.org, there should be a link somewhere that says 17 million downtown Brownsville revitalization. If you look in there, you'll be able to see all that information that Jessica's referring to.
BrownsvilleEDC.org. Thank you, Roman. BrownsvilleEDC.org. That's it. Yeah, it should be on the front page, literally the front page.
I don't know if Erasmo wants to go looking at that information while we're on the show. It's up to him.
No, I guess we can watch it later. But guys, one of the things, look, guys, I tell people this all the time. Guys, we're just one individual. We need, and let me tell you, I'm very proud of the individuals that sent in the information, because they sent me the information in regards to Urban 8 so that I could post, I could call them out on it. I'm very proud of individuals inside the city that are tired of this. They're dead tired of these individuals taking advantage of the system, like we all know that they do, by putting their yes people on these boards and committees. And I shared this the other night, Jessica Roman, and I'll continue to share it. When I first ran for office, they asked me and I've been asked recently, what is the first thing that you would do as mayor of the city of Brownsville? Very simple: clean out all these boards and committees. They're the ones that are taking money from my people, small business on Boca Chica, small business on Alton Glore, small business down Southmost, and small business that are setting up over there by Rivera.
I mean, what's fascinating is like the ethics chapter 38, as was discussed today at today's city commission meeting, they didn't have the 4A and the 4B board, which is GBIC and BCIC. They were not under the auspices of necessarily of the ethics commission for the city of Brownsville. So that means they can do, I guess, whatever they want to and be unethical, I guess. That seems like what it is. So, no.
Well, I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated because all this money could benefit so many businesses out there, so many people out there. They don't care. I mean,
these awards should be made public every time. There shouldn't be a records request for it. It should be on the website. Let's put it on the website. As far back as you've given money out, it needs to be on the website. It needs to be public record so that people know which businesses to go to and check out the results of this money that just, that they qualify for. And I really hope that our district attorney and his team will do something about this and really try to get out there and get down to the nitty gritty. We can be internet detectives and todo lo que tú quieras, pero we really need to get to the bottom of this. And
part of the problem, Jessica, is that we don't have the resources. It's just a fact. I mean, I know Roman has tons of money, but even Roman with all his money, we don't have the resources that the district attorney has. The district attorney has all the resources from the state of Texas to go after anyone and everyone out there. And I'm praying that the district attorney is going to follow through in regards to reviewing where these monies have been sent to, who has benefited from them. Has there been impropriety? Has there been anything illegal? Sam's thing is watch some sort of embezzlement unravel. I wouldn't be surprised, guys.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised. Let me say this. And again, I'm not going to go into the check thing, but you know how the district attorney went, balls to the wall when it came to $26,000 check that Pat Ahumada, former mayor, and again, I'm not trying to dog on Pat again, but it's in the past. He was found not guilty. It was withdrawn, thrown out, whatever you want. $26,000 deposited into his account. I mean, the district attorney went all ape crap about it. So we're talking about, we uncovered one instance of $200,000. So is the mayor going to go? Is the district attorney going to go after the mayor and the Limas brothers and the board people and Ramiro Gonzalez as hard as he went after Pat Ahumada? Is he going to, spend the resources of his office and the state of Texas in order to prosecute and to go after these individuals who, have taken millions of our dollars, millions? And I'm not exaggerating. And people, when I used to say millions about Sylvia, they would go like, "And that's why you're exaggerating." I mean, when I say millions, I mean millions, guys. These individuals and these boards and these committees, mayor and the city commission, they've stolen millions from you. Millions. So I'm hoping that the district attorney goes after them as much as he would go after, I don't know, maybe a DWI case, a Class B misdemeanor. So I'm hoping, I'm waiting.
Right.
And something needs to be done.
I believe there's going to be a protest. I don't know where, in regards to this mayor, porque sometimes you can't find the words, pero esta gente no tiene vergüenza.
Mm.
And it's really unfortunate. Let's see. You guys talk amongst yourself. I'll find out.
What are you talking about? Like a protest or something? Like
there's going to be a protest. Someone told me this. Let me look
for
it
what?
Up.
A demonstration?
For what exactly? What are they demonstrating?
Para quejarse well,
let me tell you what needs to be done. We could mention this. I didn't know about the demonstration that's going to happen. I'd like to speak at it if it's at all possible. Hey, give me I hope they decide to give me a little credit. I'm the one that came up with the Urban 8 thing. So
I got to give Erasmo the credit.
But no, and I'm saying that because but what needs to be done? Someone needs to file against the mayor of the city of Brownsville. Someone needs to file.
Is there a way to do something?
Yes.
Answer the question, Erasmo.
Yes, 100%. What needs to be done? Someone needs to file, guys. Someone needs to file with the district clerk and say that they want this because there is the hint of impropriety. Mm-hmm. There is the hint of impropriety. That should be enough, guys. Well, because the statute, as it reads, is just like anything that seems mischievous and not right by using position in office. Mm-hmm. Like, let me tell you, there should be enough evidence with Ramiro Gonzalez, and the city of Brownsville knows more than they're saying. With Ramiro Gonzalez retiring that same day that we came out with the Urban 8 thing. So there should be enough there for someone to file, pay $360, $385 with the district clerk. Automatically, the district attorney has to pick up the case, investigate, and prosecute. Has to. So who will file against the mayor of the city of Brownsville? Who will file against Minerva Peña tomorrow?
Is it? But tomorrow's not the 6th, is it? Tomorrow, that's right. Tomorrow, October 6th. You've been talking about October 6th since last week when you were not supposed to say a date. So tomorrow is the big indictment day. Is that what you're implying?
Grand jury convenes.
Tomorrow.
I love you. Tomorrow.
Cool beans.
So what's your take, Robin? You've been quiet.
I've been very quiet today. I'm just listening to Jessica because we don't always get Jessica on to listen to what she has to say.
And it is Roman's lawyer.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not being very quiet about it. I'm listening to what you have to say. I'm not happy with some of the liberal stuff he's been doing. And so it is what it is.
It's so unfortunate. Yeah. Because, when you say as well, millions and millions have been stolen, the amount of money, and I'm going to tell everyone right now, money pours into this city. Mm-hmm. What Musk is giving us.
And what was fascinating is they're trying to figure out whether there would be a violation of certain ethics because this is private money that's coming in as opposed to being tax dollars or something that's coming from the state. So that's kind of the issue that they're doing. They were discussing at the state commission today.
The Musk or the big grants?
The Musk money, because they want to figure out whether or not the Musk money is treated differently than tax dollars for ethics violations.
Well, let me say something. Okay, look, at the end of the day, what Jessica just stated is very, very true. I always, I was going like, gosh, how the hell can we be the poorest community in the country? Mm-hmm. And I think, Jessica, I truly believe. Look, and I've always said, guys, we've got all the resources that any city in the world would salivate after. But it's to their benefit to have us ranked as the poorest city in the country, guys. It's to their benefit to continue to receive millions upon millions upon millions of grant, federal money, and everything else that they get to pocket, guys. They get to keep. Because let's talk about the Tiger Grant. Tiger Grant was going to come down here and we're going to build little roads and streets and hike and bike trails and get all this stuff, great stuff out in there. They're going to put 10 million. We're going to put 10 million. The way they make money is, they contract out to a lot of the folks out there that we know that fudge on the bids. They get their money. And you as a contractor out there, you as a home builder out there, you're never going to get a fair shake. You're never going to get an opportunity, to get a little bit because it gets eaten up by the compadre system that put money back into the politicians, guys. So you're never going to get it. And these are the individuals that sit on these boards and committees. Look, let me say this, guys. It's zoning and planning committee. We all know Abraham Golansky, was king of the zoning and planning committee out there. Why? Because he benefits directly. What happened to the Casa de Nylon building? Why does everyone seem to forget? Why? We get screwed every other week. I mean, we find one thing we find, guys. One. How many others have slipped past us, Jessica?
Plenty. And that's just, we're literally just talking Brownsville. We're not talking BISD. We're not talking TSC. Let's keep going. I mean,
Navigation Board.
Oh, yeah. The Port
of Brownsville, Navigation Board. I mean,
and to my point again, we get so much money, everyone. We get a lot of money. We get Biden money. We got Trump money. We got money galore. We got Abbott money. Doesn't matter what. We get Planned Parenthood money. We get money. And what do we have to show for?
We don't. Yes. We're stagnant. The only ones that have something to show for are all those butt kissers that are on the mayor's page saying, "Oh, you're doing a great job, Mayor. You're doing just an awesome, amazing job. You're so great. You're so wonderful." Well, yes, you work for the mayor. You work for some of those boards and committees out there. You're benefiting directly from it. Of course, you're going to say he's doing a good job. But what about mi tia Tomasa that's out there selling tortillas on Southmost? How does that benefit her? It doesn't. And she should have an opportunity to get as much money as Trey Mendez, who started a company 3 months ago. 3 months! And he's getting $200,000? He would have gotten that money, Jessica. He would have gotten that money and laughed all the way to the freaking bank.
How much money has he gotten? He's got the $15,000. Didn't somebody say about $80,000 for another?
I think it was 60, and then these 200,000.
So, I mean, remember I had mentioned before that there was the issue of Corey Mata in Harlingen, who was the city commissioner, and the city that the special prosecutor happened to be. Are you going to continue to put these comments up, or are you going to block this guy already?
I put all the comments up.
Okay, because other people are already asking you to block this guy, and
it's the wrong step. People don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Doesn't work.
All right, because we're trying to have a serious conversation. It's kind of hard to have a serious conversation with some random person making these ridiculous comments. I mean, accusing me of actually violating kid later on. I mean, that's disgusting, and at this point, it's defamatory, and I wouldn't want those things up there. I have children. He actually did that. He's actually really like that. I'm touching little girls. That's what he's saying in the future. It's up there. It's up there. He just like Fort Thomas to go. And that's defamatory. And you don't be saying that kind of stuff, especially because you're trying to hurt people for whatever reason. I don't know who this guy is. And so I got to leave at 10 o'clock. So I can't have a serious conversation if some random asshole is over there saying stuff like that. Seriously. And if you do put it up, I guess I know you believe that guy. And no, I'm not getting triggered, Frankie. It's just you don't have children. I mean, it's one thing for you to be masturbating on a camera and be taken potentially to court. You, Frankie.
Oh my gosh.
But that's what Frankie. I mean, this is what these comments are doing, and I can't even concentrate on what Jessica's trying to say because of what's happening with this random.
Yeah.
That wasn't being productive.
A first for the DA. The only time he's been seen publicly is when he wants something.
Well, again, it concerns me. It concerns me because we expect the DA, to be out there. And look, I'm going to give a little bit of leeway, Jessica, a little bit of leeway in regards to maybe the the DA can't be on top of everything,
Right.
but be on top of something, on something. And look, Jessica, and I know that it's not easy getting this information, but there's two things that I want to share, and you chime in. First of all, isn't it weird that people feel more comfortable, Jessica, sending information to me
Right.
than sending information to our local law enforcement?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't that telling?
Exactly. And there are a lot of people, Erasmo, and to your point, who know these things. They know, they have names, they have data, and I get messages too. Maybe not as much as you do because you get a lot. They send a message, say, hey, I know this person and they know this and this and that. And it's very frustrating because I think that, and myself included, sometimes we don't know what to do with that information. We don't know who to get it to. And it's unfortunate that we're ignorant in that regard as to what to do. You just shared right now. We've got to pay what, $360 some to file a complaint?
Yes.
And then if we want information or records requests,
they'll make us pay for every page.
You got to pay for every page plus the time that they spend. Who's to say that something that takes them 5 minutes, they're not going to charge you, for 2.5 days worth of work? It's really, really unfortunate.
It's very sad. But again, I would be concerned. And again, I'm not dogging on the district attorney. Look, one of the things that I've shared, Jessica, I'm going to applaud that he was there. I'm going to applaud that, he intervened. I'm going to applaud that. Yes. I'm glad that maybe he's going to start investigation. I'm proud that he's doing that. Why does it have to come from me? Shouldn't they be on top of all this stuff? As of right now, and look, I'm going to say this. As of right now, I haven't heard of any investigation from the district attorney's office in regards to the raterio of Adela Garza. Adela Garza is a big fat rat. A big fat rat. She's a horrible rat. And it came out during Sylvia Atkins. No offense, Sylvia. I know you're watching. It came out during Sylvia Atkinson's trial. They got videos. They got phone conversations. They've got pictures of her going to BISD trying to, get that contract with Sunshine Solutions. Where's the investigation? I mean, is the DA not going to prosecute because he supported Adela Garza? Because, his wife was wearing an Adela Garza t-shirt? I mean, what's up? Why hasn't anything, did the feds have to come back? I mean, Sylvia, we all knew Sylvia we knew that she was stealing. Yeah. Why did the feds have to come in and do the job that should have been taken care of by local law enforcement? Why?
Yeah.
I don't think it stays at the level of unethical. I think it's illegal. It has to be illegal somehow or other for them to mask themselves, hide themselves, appoint the people that are going to award him money. Mm-hmm. How is that not illegal?
And right, no, you're absolutely right, and it's extremely unfortunate because it says a lot about our city when, one, obviously they get chosen to be in those positions, but it says a lot when those people, because when they're just yes ma'am and yes sirs, and they'll turn the other way. And I can guarantee you, Erasmo, these people go to church, van a la iglesia.
¿Para qué?
Y se hacen muy santos. I can already see it on their Facebook pages. I mean, dudes, you're lying. You're cheating the people. And that, in my view, from my perspective, those are sins. You may not be out killing people, but you are lying and you are stealing. That's a sin. Why can't people just do the right thing?
Look, going back into Jesse's comment, yes, it's their little petty cash till. They go in there and pull out any amount, Jessica. 200,000, Jessica. I don't know. I mean, I know you're fairly well off, But for me, $200,000 is a fortune. I think I could live off of $200,000 for the rest of my life. $200,000. For them it's nothing. Well, a ti tampoco, pero.
But here's the way I look at it. I think considering that we're in Brownsville, $200,000, at least nowadays, there's a house, you can get a house for a really kind of a humble home for $200,000. Pero imagínate cuánta gente, Southmost, downtown, Frontón area, esas casas, $200,000, se compran, arreglan su casita y un carro, y mira, pay off some medical bills, a bunch of debt. They're millionaires.
They are. I mean, 100%.
So you go buy yourself a Tesla and you get a discount on it. Come on. A ver ese zapato que. Oh.
These are my waterproof Converse that I'm at. These are the ones I'm taking to Spain next week and to Morocco.
Oh yeah, do you have to wear a mask the whole time while you're in Spain?
I'm not.
Do you have to be vaccinated to travel into Spain?
Yes, you have to be vaccinated in order to get in there and not have to do a COVID test before you get into the country.
That's the nose one, right?
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. The Lima's name is surrounded with corruption. Look, and I mentioned this. Look, I don't like Michael Lima, and I just don't like him because he's an arrogant individual. He goes around town thinking he's big crap, and makes you want to kiss the ring just because.
What are you talking about it? Well, come on, don't be that way.
Because he gets appointed on all these boards and committees and stuff. And the only reason he gets appointed on those boards and committees is because he makes the politicians that put him there, he makes them money. He makes his buddies money. He makes himself money. Money that should go to you, the people of Brownsville, you. And that's what really pisses me off, Jessica. This is money that should go to Jessica Puente Bradshaw, should go to Erasmo Castro, should go to all the raza down southmost, all the Payapa La Rivera, all the people from Las Prietas. That's where the money should go to. It should be spread out everywhere to everyone. But these people pocket it.
You know what? With those big grants, come on, guys. With that money, con esos $200,000, man, we could already have the whole freaking city littered with bus stops, covered bus stops, sidewalks for everybody. Todavía gente, poor people on a sidewalk en la calle, back on the sidewalk en la calle. Digo, what are we like living in the 1500s here? We're a modern city. We can't even modernize. We got SpaceX down the street and we can't modernize.
It's frustrating. And again, it's frustrating for me because there's so much money coming into the city of Brownsville from grants, from federal, from everywhere.
Yeah. We
don't see it, Jessica.
No.
I don't see it.
I don't see the results either. I really don't. And they can say, well, we put up some new lights and we put up, we painted some the crossing lights, what I called you that day. Pero lo que pasa es que and you said it before, the people that bid on these jobs in many times are the friends of these politicians or these people in these committees, for example. And so we're not even getting a good deal. So they could say, oh, we'll put up the covered bus stops. Or in the case of BISD, we're going to go buy a bunch of cleaning supplies with these $600,000 we got from the federal government for cleaning supplies. Yeah, you know what? Guess what? They're probably going to go buy a bottle of Lysol from their buddy who sells them. And ese bottle of Lysol les va a costar $12 a can.
BISD.
Yeah.
Let's go buy the cheapest expired disinfectant out there for the people that are taking care of our children. They don't care, Jessica.
Yeah, and we'll pay top dollar for it times 10. So ahí ya se fueron los $600,000 for a case of Lysol and a case of Pine Sol and some wipes. But y es lo mismo que hacen en la ciudad. They do the same thing in the city.
Well, let me say, for all transparency reasons, let me say, we as a family, we applied for money from BCIC.
Mm-hmm.
We applied for money from BCIC, and we got approved. Let me share something, guys. Is that we should get the contract this week. I'm going to share it. because I don't keep everything hidden, guys. I'm going to share it. But let me say something, guys. And I'm very grateful to the staff at BCIC, who pushed forward, the application and got us $5,000. Let me say this. It's for my parents' business. My parents have been in business, Jessica, in the same place for some 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Between 40 and 50 years. Serving the community of Brownsville in any which way, shape, or form that you want. They've had a business here, and it's downtown, Jessica. Not the extended downtown. It's here downtown. So after 40, 50 years, my family can get $5,000. Trey Mendez with 3 months can get $200,000.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that seem normal to anyone? How? And I asked another question because, they asked for my mom's citizenship. Why do they need my mom's citizenship? Do they ask for Juan Trey Mendez's citizenship? So I'm going to go and ask. Of course, I'm going to do it after we get our check. But I'm going to go out there and ask. Do you all ask for the citizenship of every single individual that applies for monies for BISD?
Right.
Or BCIC? It's just stuff like that really how is it? And the reason I put my parents through the process, Jessica, the reason I did that was to find out, what was going to happen. And I don't know if they thought, well, let's just throw them $5,000 and, let's get it over with.
Right.
Michael Lima. It's not going to happen, folks. And I'm definitely going to be transparent about it 100%. I have absolutely nothing to hide or nothing to be embarrassed about. You want to compare Trey's $200,000 request to my parents' $5,000 request? I mean, they've been in business longer than he's been alive, Jessica.
I really. Well, maybe he's going to take that building and he's going to go, I don't know, find the old Coca-Cola trucks and park them out front and turn it into a museum. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, pero he's getting a building, in my opinion, at a discount. He'll fix it. The appraised value will go up. He'll either sell it or he will take a loan against it. And, because the property will increase in value again. And he'll just keep, rolling that money over into the next property and the next property. And all of it, it's all really easy when you have insider information, when they're telling you which of the properties that are in default, that have tax liens. You think Trey is sitting there at his computer in his office, checking the data and the Cameron CAD and all of that to see who's defaulting and who's in danger of losing their building, and he's calling them up. No, hombre, they're feeding him that information. All he has to do is ask, and they'll say, look, here's a list of all the ones that we've got that haven't paid their taxes. And these right here are prime properties. Take your pick.
And look, I'll go to Abel's comment. Guys,
Abel's
again,
awesome.
Yeah, it is. She's awesome. Again, Jessica, I want to be proven wrong. I want to be proven wrong. I want to believe that, everything's hunky-dory. I want to believe that everything's peachy keen. I do. I want to be proven wrong. Please show me that anything that I'm saying, anything that we're saying, that you're posting, just show me that we're wrong. Something, give me some hope back, Mayor, because a lot of us trusted, in the mayor's stance. We believed that the mayor was going to make a difference in the city of Brownsville. Not for himself, though. A difference for everyone in the city of Brownsville.
When I saw Adela campaigning for him, I said, "Oh, forget it, just do it."
Yeah, but the point is, yes. Well, let me tell you, when I saw the Adela Garzas get close, the Sylvia Atkinsons get close, I literally pulled him aside, Jessica. I literally pulled him aside and said, "What are you doing, bro? You're hanging around with all these people that only want to continue to bleed Brownsville." Let me say something, Jessica, that I haven't had the opportunity. Again, I've been busy. Haven't had the opportunity, but maybe, if we share it, some people would send information.
y'all do know that Sylvia Atkinson, was, neck deep in getting property downtown as well with Mayor Mendez and Nerith Golonsky,
Wow.
in the same little thing. That's one of the reasons why she was so desperate to get more and more and more money. So is there a connection there? Of course there is. Same way that there was a connection between Sunshine Solutions, Adela Garza, and Sylvia Atkinson, guys. All people need to do is dig. We just don't have the resources to do it. The DA does.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should all go to the DA's office and cheer him on and ask him to do this for this freaking city, for goodness sakes. But the point is, what did it say? I missed it. But anyway,
but okay. Point is, why do we as a city have to be our own personal investigators when we should have a process that does checks and balances? Even the process is bought out, which therefore leads us to having to risk our safety and poke our noses and stuff. 100%.
Yes, I mean.
And so let me, and again, guys, as much as people may go out there, look, believe this or not, guys, there are some people that don't like Erasmo Castro. I know it's hard to believe, but si hay uno que otro loco allá afuera. I mean, honestly, going back into Yasmin's comment, does anyone out there not think that at some point that they might want to take out Erasmo Castro? I mean, it could happen, guys. You're talking about these people who live for the money. You have these people that have relationships with the cartels. You think that's never a danger for people that are outspoken here in the city of Brownsville? I mean, they've quieted other individuals with suicides here in Brownsville. Of course it is.
Don't say that. Don't bring that into your being.
No. I mean, look, it's a reality, Jessica. These people are so entregados al dinero, They're so all in it for the money that it becomes their God. Look at what Minerva Peña did. Minerva Peña didn't give a rat's behind that her daughter-in-law, was heartbroken about losing her job. She didn't care. She would rather keep her position. And again, is Minerva guilty of her taking her life? Probably not directly, but indirectly, you better believe it. You better believe it. Of course she is, because she's that type of individual. She's a swine. She has no love for anyone out there. But again, it's always a danger. I mean, I've thought about it, and let me tell you, once we were dealing with the cartels at BISD, I put up a post out there, guys. If you wake up in the morning and find out that Erasmo Castro committed suicide, know that he didn't.
Yeah,
he absolutely did not, because it's not. And again, and even for that, they were trying to get me like, oh, he thinks that the people are after him. Of course, I think that people are after me, because I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to go out there and ask the questions that need to be asked. I'm going to go out there and continue to uncover all this crap. And I appreciate, and I know that the people that shared with me the information in regards to Urban 8, I know that they're listening and watching tonight. Thank you, guys. You have done the city of Brownsville an immense favor. A huge favor. And we want more people to stand up. And look, if you can't because of your position at the city, guys, send it our way. We'll get the nitty-gritty done, or send it to someone that's friends with us. We'll throw it out there.
Yeah, we have to put it out there, because even though you can put information out there, sadly, there's going to be all those people that you're exaggerating, you're just mad, you're just making up stories. Look at the great job he's doing. And I'm going to be putting some information out, hopefully tomorrow, if not, hopefully tomorrow. And then we can talk about that, Erasmo. But there are people who, and you know what they'll say, and I'm sure they've said it to you, Erasmo, because they've said it to me, and I get these messages constantly on the back end of Facebook. You're just a loser, and since you didn't win election, that's why no one elected you, and this is why you're mad. This is why you're saying these things. It has nothing to do with me being a loser or being mad that I didn't win. It's the fact that when I ran, and I know that you are the same way, Erasmo. When we run because we want to bring the truth out. We want to bring, honesty to the position. And when you don't win, it's unfortunate, because I think more people than not want the honesty, but we just don't have people go out and vote. Porque ya están desilusionados. They're like, man, this place is junk no matter what. Yeah, it's never going to change. And so people shouldn't confuse the fact that the good people don't get elected because somehow we don't have the right message. It's because people are disillusioned, and there's a lot of voting corruption. There's a lot of vote harvesting, and it's hard to get past that, believe it or not.
It is. You filed Erasmo. Let me tell you guys, I'm not going to spend any of my money on filing. Peppermint Patty offered $25. Guys, if y'all send in the money to file, I will file.
Put it together. Yeah, we'll collect it.
Together, I will file. I will find an attorney to put up the form. Hell yeah, I'll file. Send me the money. I'll file 100%. Hey, Eric, my man. I think
hey, Eric, come on, Eric, jump in.
Eric's amazing. Trey is two-way. Is two-way too liberal.
Too liberal.
I can't get on board with him. Liberal and now corrupt. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, isn't it possible that once they label us disaster declared, they release relief funds and the mayor and his cronies pocket?
Yes, that's exactly right. How many times have we not been declared a disaster area because it's too hot, because it's too wet, because we got too much rain? Disaster area, disaster area. Y que no sirve. Que no sirve.
Are you going to the Panteon concert? Yes! You better believe I'm going to be out there at the Panteon concert, and I'm sure going to be here. I actually had a trip to San Luis Potosí for that weekend, for the 30th, but I have postponed it till the 31st, and I am definitely going to be at Panteon concert October 30th, guys. Please be there. I will be there in my pink Panteon shirt. I love Panteon. Puro lambiscones and ratas. Yes, unfortunate.
No.
Okay, triggered in 3. Yeah, a little bit too much. Chill. God is good. Jorge Palacio.
Right.
Oh my God, what is the hell is wrong with?
Oh wow, these are old comments.
Yes, we're kind of behind. So what's going on with La Pinguina? We'll find out tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Let me just catch up and then we'll end. You being on top of things like the mayor is off budgeted projects that haven't been completed. We're trying, Mari. We're trying to get as much information out there as we can. It's not always easy, but we'll throw it out there. People send information. Hola, guapo. Remy Gary Man was hot. Sylvia. Miss you, Sylvia. I was thinking about you today. Poor Roman can't stand the heat. Let me tell you guys what we do, and Jessica made mention of it right now, guys. Because of what we do, we get a lot of flack. And Jessica mentioned it on the back end. Let me tell you guys, I've gotten death threats. I've gotten phone calls. I've gotten fake Facebook pages everywhere out there, guys, fake profiles. Let me say, guys, it's not easy what we do. We take hits, Jessica. We have to take the hits because what we do is worthwhile. What we do is important. And some people that hate us may not think it's important, but it's important to continue to bring awareness to the people of Brownsville and hopefully open more eyes out there, guys. And let me tell you, Jessica, if we can't take the heat, then what are we doing? And let me tell you, I've been called crap and a half, guys. I had, look for all these people that are out there biatching about, someone put up a comment about someone touching a child. Let me tell you guys, I've been there, guys. I had a freaking police report filed against me. A freaking police report of having sex with a student in a car by la estúpida imbécil de la Pingüina. Do you think that I shied away? No, I fought it face forward, guys, and absolved 1,000,000%. La estúpida de Snaggletooth Gonzalez went out there and filed grievances against me. Damn cockroach.
It happens, guys. It happens. It's happened to me too.
It's live. Guys filed grievances because, and then they tried to silence me because of cocoreando with students. 1,000,000 times not true. And I challenge anyone to produce anything to prove the thing. We take hits. We take hits. And I mean, I'm not talking about people commenting on social media only. I'm talking about major hits. They've tried to destroy my life.
They really have for you, Erasmo. They really have.
And I'm still here. Why? Because I can take the freaking heat, and I'll take the hits, and I'll continue to take the hits. So I'm sorry. Jessica has to have thick skin. She does. And let me tell you, there's one person in the city of Brownsville that has thick skin. It's Erasmo Castro. And I'm hoping Frankie does it. And I'm hoping that Roman learns to get some as well. Yeah. Let things slide. Words are words, guys. I've had police reports filed against me, guys. Police reports. So,
Erasmo, I have a neighbor. That's all she does. That's all she does. Que si me tocan la puerta y abro la puerta y es un policía, and I'm like, what now? And it's always the neighbor about things that never materialize, fortunately. Pero, that gets to people too. Not nice, guys. More disappointing.
I'm sorry, Pepper and Patty, but let me tell you again, going back into it, if you're in this business, you have to have thick skin. And I'm sorry, you cannot be distracted by a comment or two, because Jessica has had the whole encyclopedia thrown at her. She's still here, guys. I mean, we've had people say crap and a half about when we've had Joe on. He was still here. He actually wanted to come on and respond to a lot of the comments that were out there. You have to, guys. You have to. Look, this job isn't for the weak, Pepper and Patty. It isn't. And I'm sorry. It's not for individuals that cannot take the blows and the hits. And we've taken them, Jessica. We've taken them. And we'll continue to take them. And Jessica has had police reports filed against her. I've had police report files against it. We're still here. I mean, gosh almighty, guys. It's not an easy job. I don't care what anybody else out there says. Hola, Pablo. I don't have any more food stamps. I've already spent my monthly allotment. Guys, my gosh, let me go through all the comments and then we'll go. We have a district attorney. Well, I hope. Frankie, doubt that's the issue. I was ready to log out because of the comments. Okay. The DA couldn't even convict the crooked tax assessor after they. One person local authorities prosecuting a jaywalker. Yeah, I hear you. That's why the local authorities hate for the FBI to get involved, because they don't like to be scolded by the FBI as to why they don't do their job. Yikes. Trey sucks as the mayor. He sold out our city's history because we got a fake racist narrative line. Yeah, like put the brown back in Brownsville. Aldo, do you go to that blue and white church on Tyler Street? I live across the street from it. I can see it. Yes! Come to church with me, Papa. I love James. The rich people seem to be the greediest beings in our city. Because, yeah, they keep...
todos. No, you know what? Honestly, it's not even... You can't even say that it's all the rich people. Porque esta gente tiene más que suficiente. There's some people who are rich here who they're not taking more. It's one thing to work and be rich, but when you're stealing it to be rich, that's another story.
I work out
at these people.
I work at La Catorce. When I say that I work downtown, doesn't necessarily mean I have an office downtown.
But, no.
This is true. Just look at the flood.
You're right, Jesse. But you know what? That's an exaggeration. Because, oh my goodness, we had 9 inches of rain in 3 hours. What do you expect? Sorry, I've lived in cities where 9 inches in 3 hours doesn't flood the town.
Yeah. And look, and it was expected. It's somebody else's fault. It's other administration's fault. Do your damn job.
Yeah.
Fix the damn streets. And look, I put up a list that Juan Montoya posted out there. No, there should be no bike trails. There should be no crossroads until we fix the problems that actually affect the people of Brownsville. No more pet projects. No more opportunities for Michael Limas and for these people to make money.
Yeah. And truthfully, in many ways, some of these bike trails, while they're very nice to have, wouldn't be nearly as necessary if we actually had sidewalks on our streets, because then people could walk on the sidewalk.
100%. Something. Look, Jessica, this is what really trips me out. Look, and again, I've stated this for years. we're so focused on, and look, guys, even if you hate me, for the people that are on here that hate me, guys, we have spent so much money on hike and bike trails. Hike and bike trails. I'm not saying they're a bad thing, but we spent so much money on hike and bike trails, and still our students have to walk in the middle of a street because there are no sidewalks. Honestly, and someone give me an argument against that. We have hike and bike trails. Not saying they're a bad thing, but we don't have sidewalks at your children's elementary, junior high, and high school, to the point that they have to walk on the damn street when cars are swishing by, guys. And you think that's okay?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes no sense.
Yeah. Y no nada más los niños. What about the people that are in wheelchairs? Wheelchairs. Down Boca Chica. Bueno, now que van a arreglar Boca Chica. Pero even off of, Boca Chica over by, in front of the Methodist Church, kind of in that area. On that side of past Palm Boulevard and on the way to Trust Military. I've seen disabled individuals on wheelchairs, literally, wheelchairing their way on the street because there aren't any sidewalks. Yeah, there it is. Susan pulled it out.
And I mentioned that, Jessica, because look, again, I'm nothing against hike and bike trails, people, but shouldn't we first invest in the necessities?
Exactly.
The necessities of keeping our children safe, our elderly, our disabled, first them. And then once we've got sidewalks where our schools are at, then let's focus on hike and bike trails. Hell, let's make the damn sidewalks big enough so people can hike and bike on top of the damn, or not bike, but at least hike and walk down the damn sidewalks. 2 for the price of 1.
Right.
Guys, I'm going to buy these real quick. Yes. I wonder what other alias. Yes, 100%. Victoria and Urban 8. And the ones I mentioned, Las Ruinas LLC. Look it up, Susan. Look it up when you look up Victoria, Las Ruinas LLC. Who was the doctor that was helping create the Sunshine Solutions? Dr. Sylvia Atkinson. Oh, I'm going to think that it was Dr. Hussein. I'm not exactly sure. Can't remember. The word cartel is taboo. I know. Yeah, I've been meaning to get that. You become a larger target that more you look into their business. Be safe, bro, and make sure you carry, because those people here are nuts most time. And I do carry. I actually have a 357 Magnum.
Nice.
BIC Food Services is the cahoots with the cartels. Yes!
It's not in cahoots at BISD, please.
They are. I will admit.
I said, who's not in cahoots?
Yeah, BISD? Exactly. I will admit, I myself did not like Erasmo Castro, but now after listening to him and the way he expressed himself and with all the passion he has for Brownsville, makes me want to keep listening more to his information. Thanks, man. And look, guys, all I ask is just, guys, people prove me wrong. People may say, Erasmo's just a loudmouth. Erasmo's negative. Those are just words, guys. I can take the hits. Show me where I'm wrong. Erasmo says that the mayor is trying to take money that should go to the people of Brownsville. Prove me wrong. Erasmo saying that they pocketed millions. Prove me wrong. And I'll be quiet. And I'll retract even. Thanks, Luis. I love you too. If they do anything to you, I'll get revenge. Erasmo, blood for blood. I love you.
Hi, James.
I love you. I am.
Got your Secret Service right there.
Let me tell you, he's well trained. I am in love with James.
Is that really James though?
It is James.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, we've done lunch.
Right.
Only lunch.
All right, James.
I love James. Thank you, James. I love you, Papa. You know that. We know who will be the one who harms us. Yes, we will. I'm open to only the cost to file.
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Democrats say they don't cheat. Hey, Luis. Luis is handsome too. And he dresses amazingly.
Se ve muy bien.
I like him. Sorry to say this, but where on earth do you want us to send you the money when we don't have it?
Luis, you have $10. I know you do.
Break down with those $10, Luis. I love you. Me perdí un año, pero ya llegué. What's going on with Brown? Are we going better or worse? If we do better, it's because of Trump. If we're going worse, then it's definitely because it's Titan's fault. Michael, my man, love you, Papa.
Michael, I don't know when he's gonna cross over. I tell him to come to
the roach was Sylvia's spy. I killed that sucker too. It was right there. I freaked out.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all want to see it? That was Peña's roach.
No.
You go, Erasmo, cousin. Woo! Erasmo, who's that lady? She's cute. This is Jessica. She's married too.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, James. I could be your grandma.
I love James. That wasn't nice of Roman to say that about Frankie. Yeah, it wasn't nice. And again, Frankie didn't say anything derogatory against Roman. And again, I just, come on. Good evening, Wendy Hermosa. Good evening. Just leave the nasty comments like you're. I don't do that.
Block them.
Yes, I put the brown back.
You know, somebody also, somebody was saying you're probably just gonna block me like you block you're gonna block me like something. I said, you know what? There are very few people I have blocked, and when I have blocked people, I haven't blocked them because of what they said, unless they were trolls and you could tell it was a fake account.
Fake account.
But I blocked people because I don't want to have a discussion with them. Adela Garza is somebody who I don't see her account. She doesn't see mine. I've never had an issue with Adela online. I just don't want to have to deal with her and her profile. Yeah, so that's why she's blocked. You know what I mean?
She's
but it's not because we disagreed. And so that's different.
Yeah, she's a rat. Erasmo, can you hook me up with a job? After I said that I work on 14th Street and I work it downtown, you want me to get you a job? Depends. Our infrastructure needs to be fixed and our politicians need to stop lining their pockets. 100%.
They need to do that, yeah.
Hey, Steph. Sidewalks, a foreign concept to our city leaders, 100%. Who will future look for our kids? Very gloomy.
Yes.
Llévanos a Madrid contigo a divertirnos. Mateo, let's go. They do the hike and bike trails on nicer areas. They never even finished the one on Owens Road and others. And there's still roads. Yeah, it's crazy. Thank you for the show tonight. Have a good night. Good night, everyone. Okay. Thank you so much for the donation. Hello, party at the ranch again this year. I will be. If it's on the 31st, I will be out. If it's on the 30th, I'll be there.
Invita, John.
Goya coconut water on Walmart. I know to no. I'm going there right now. Erasmo, hire me as your bodyguard. Depends. Send me a picture. Erasmo for 4. I love you. I love Jeremiah, my man. Love you, Papa. Hey, Trey, can I borrow 10,000 because I had a flood damage? Las Ruinas. Susan, Las Ruinas, LLC. Las Ruinas. RUINAS. My subdivision is not the flood zone. Don't have flood insurance. That way the city floods every time the rain whole city. Erasmo, were you doing Dulceton? No.
That's Michael.
Bayer! Love you. That's Michael Rodriguez. When is Stilettos going to get some of the government money? Let me tell you, I don't think there's enough money to make Stilettos any better. Has anyone told the mayor about the mosquitoes to come soon? Are they prepared to spray? Well, he's mentioned it. I don't think so. Are you, my friend Jessica? You have blocked me.
I don't even think we're friends. Let me check, John.
John Wise, amazing. How much do billboard announcements cost? $3,500. Yes, I was thinking the same thing, actually, Jasmine. We should put up a billboard. We're demanding DA investigate the $200,000. Good night, guys. Good night. Jessica, any last words?
Just keep finding things out, everybody. I think that, and not only that, share this information with your friends, share on Facebook. Even if you don't get likes and shares on these posts, people are watching, they're reading, they're listening. And, over time, hopefully we'll be able to pull this weed from the root, porque it's really affecting our future, our community. And I'm going to tell you, if we cannot get a handle on our city, there's a lot of things coming down when it comes to the federal issues in the state. And, we have to have a strong community. And all of this money that is out there, it's meant for the community. It's not just meant for a few 20 people or 15 or 10 people. It's meant for all of us. And so let's do what we can to get this information out there. So thank you, Erasmo, for having me, and thank you for getting this information out.
Yeah, we'll share your information tomorrow. Let me say, guys, I know for a fact that the mayor has secret meetings with a group of 8, a group of 10 individuals out there that are looking into the properties downtown and looking at any other way to make a buck out there, guys. I know for a fact. And again, I can prove it. With that said, guys, look, he could go into business with anyone that he wants. It becomes illegal when he uses his position, and he uses the position of individuals who he and his people have appointed to boards and committees for them to award themselves money, folks. Award themselves money that should go to you, should go to your children, should go to your small business, be it at Rivera, Las Prietas, Alta and Glore, should go to your business, man. That's all we want. We just, look, at the end of the day, guys, we just want a fair shake. We just want equity, guys. We just want people down south most to have an opportunity sometime, We just want it to be a fair process, guys. That's all we want. We don't want to hurt the mayor. We don't want to, defame the mayor or anything. No. Just want it to be a fair process. Todos rabones o todos coludos. That's all we want. Make it happen. I think Walmart closes at 11, doesn't it? I don't think I'll make it. I'll pitch in for the billboard. Expose those rats. $3,500, guys. Jessica, be our next co-host. She'll be on tomorrow. And also, may I borrow some money because my bills are pulling up and I'm broke and unemployed. My unemployment was denied. Mayor Mendez, ATM machine. Sorry, Papa. I love you. I don't love you that much. Guys, have a great evening. Guys, it's a tough job, and Jessica knows it. I know it. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Someone's got to take the heat, and we're willing to do that. Is to keep on sending information, keep on sending donations, guys. Keep on, liking the pages, keep on sharing the pages, keep on sharing Jessica's posts out there. They're spot on. Please keep on sharing our posts. And again, what Jessica says is true, guys. Don't be discouraged. Someone said, that's why I see a post about what's going on in Brownsville and maybe 3 or 4 likes. I see a post about someone beating up a kid somewhere. You can see thousands and hundreds of thousands of likes. Guys, it doesn't mean that one post doesn't get traction. It means that a lot of people just can't comment or like on it because they don't want it to be known out there, guys. It's just all it means. So it's that don't be discouraged, guys. I don't get discouraged. Look, we had 160 people tonight. Right now, it's gone down to 120, guys. Guys, we could have had 12 people on here. We'll still be out here preaching the truth to you guys. Mm-hmm. Someone will listen. I mean, Luis Antonio Troncoso started to listen, and now he's on here. And I'm proud of that. And look, at the end of the day, if this week's show, brings one person to the light, it's all been worth it, guys. It's all been worth it. So be not discouraged. Do not dismay. We continue to fight. It'll be another day, man. Just stay strong, guys. Stay strong. Be of great courage, guys. Be of great courage. And, we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel, guys. I promise. Just as to keep on fighting, keep on sharing, keep on liking, keep on sending donations. I mean, it may sound self-serving. It may, but I don't care. Send your cash. Guys, have a great evening. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:00 in the morning, guys. Be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.
Good night.